It's gonna take a second. There we go. Campaign, resume. Okay. So, guess what, chat? We learned an important lesson today about making sure that you always take away to get through the goddamn fence, because apparently you can't use a Halligan to get through a fence. Don't know why, but the game says so, and I have no choice but to believe it. Okay, it looks like it kept all of my setup for everybody, so that's good. Let me make sure there's no other locked gates around here that I'm gonna have to worry about. Alright. So I'll give you the bolt cutters then, Capsty. So it's apparently that's a thing we're gonna need. Don't you shoot the lock like in the movies? I wish. Like, because one of the other things that I could do is I could just, bam, put on the super shorty, and then I should be able to put on like a lock breaker, but we don't have a lock breaker for it. And it's just like, man, I feel like I got screwed on that one. I really do.
Lock and load.
Anyway, let's try this again, only this time without the suck. Alright, get up here. We go. And then give me the hammer.
Boss.
Okay, I want you here, Capsty. I want you up here. Give me the hammer.
Here we go.
Kick in the
Here
door.
we go.
Just go ahead and frag that fucking hole, because I don't
Hold
feel
on
like
to the
bothering to
pin.
shoot this
Pull the
guy.
other part.
Alright, move through. Excuse you. Does somebody want to take the shot, please, before my mans gets gunned down?
Here we go.
Good God. See, that shit went so smooth the first time, and then now it's just like, oh, you figured out what you need to do? No, now you get screwed. Now you get screwed. Now everybody gets shot. It went smooth as fucking butter the first time. But now everybody gets shot. Now that you figured out how we're gonna screw you. Alright, push through. Good lord, man. Let me see. You're good, so go ahead and push up. Static, you go ahead and push up as well. Watch that direction, and then give me the cutters. I tell you what, hold on. Bag it up. Then give me the cutters. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put you here. I want grenade there.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part. Job's
Okay.
a good un,
Rage
boss.
quit time? No. When have I ever rage quit a game, chat? I don't think I've ever rage quit a game. Okay, so this bomb is defused. As soon as we get done, we're gonna be
Here we
pushing that
go.
next bomb. So Capsty is almost done with that. We're gonna go ahead and move forward. I don't remember opening that door, so we're gonna have to clear this fucking building. Glad that I decided to hold that angle. Actually, you know what? Go kick in this shitter first. And then once you're done, once you're, oh my goodness. Oh my good Lord Jesus. Once you're done, I want you back out here and I want you to kick in this door as well. Okay, we gotta clear this building because they've got windows pointing out into here, so we cannot advance across this open space until we've cleared it out. We can still hold the angles, but we gotta be very, very careful. So, first and foremost, let's start moving here. Okay, please run.
Here we go.
Run.
Here's the boss.
Run.
Here we go.
Okay. We got people kicking in doors over here. Which, hey, you know what? The enemy's kicking doors too. Okay, it's clear. Now we move in. And again, we're just gonna stay moving, stay moving. We don't have time to stop. We got a little over a minute. Little over a minute. Let me see. What I can do is this. And I want to pie this window. Okay, outstanding. Give me a frag. And then continue to pie that window. Okay, we're good. Frag it again. Give it a flag.
The bomb's ready.
Kick that shitter. And then kick this shitter. Alright. Now comes the tough part. Because we're going to have to sweep through here, and we're going to have to do a real good job of it when we do. Please shoot the guy. That would be good. Alright. So we're going to do this number here. We're going to watch that angle. We'll move up here. We'll move up here, and then you're gonna go... Oh, shit. You gotta go for the bomb this way.
Look up.
We got this. We got this. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm not paying attention to you guys. Wait, I'll come up. Give me a humble up, so I'm putting dudes behind one door like clown car. That could happen. Get to play with the bomb again. You keeping the bombs or what? I mean, I would love to keep the bombs and just start taking them into the missions. Okay. Sorry, Chad. I'm super stressing right now. Like, I'm very, very stressed right now. We got 45 seconds, and I still haven't even breached this fucking building. We're gonna have to go. I don't have time to fuck around. We gotta go. Shit. Literally can't even get in there. God damn it. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to leave BLM here because he is way too fucking hurt.
Here we go.
And you're gonna have to go out the window.
Here we go.
Okay, I need you to double time it. Disarm. Okay, you do a sweep around. In the meantime, I'm gonna advance you up to here so you can watch this angle for us.
Music.
God, I don't like this. I do not like it at all. Okay, clear this room. You're gonna have to push up. You're gonna have to push up. We do not have time. Do not have time to play. Give me a frag. I don't care if we kill
We'll
civilians.
frag 'em to Zog!
That's what I was afraid of. Alright. Give me another frag.
We'll blow 'em to bits!
Okay, push through. Push through. Alright, we got that. Now. Next thing's next. You gotta run up here, buddy.
Use the boss!
And everybody over here is currently in a bad position, but we gotta fucking double time this around the corner. And we gotta try to get in here. So, alright, we
Use
do
the
that.
boss!
Do this.
Here we go!
Gonna try to hold these angles because we got like 19 seconds and some of this time is gonna have to be spent defusing the bomb. God damn it.
Getting the bombs ready!
We gotta move, we gotta move. I'm sorry, fucking what?
Stop right there.
Fire at the enemy, please.
Use
Oh my
the boss!
goodness. Chat, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Everybody's dead.
He's all gonna die!
Abandoned mission.
Who guy got? That's a good question. I wasn't really paying attention. I should have cleared everybody else out. I should have tried to get everybody else out. It could have been one person trying to, you know, trying to be the sacrifice. That was on me. I should have got everybody else out. But I didn't. I should have got everybody else out. I mean, if we had 2, maybe 3 more seconds, we could have got it. Again, I feel like the game screwed us on this one, because the first run went smooth as fuck. And then the second one, it was just like, everybody's gonna get shot. Everybody's gonna get shot. The problem is, when you get injured, it reduces your reaction time, reduces your accuracy. So when you get hit, it makes you less effective in combat. So we had to take it slower. We had to clear a little slower. Our people were moving slower. Like, it was a compounding thing. It was a snowball. God, that fucking sucks. Four troops killed in action. Static promoted to regular. Hooray! God, that sucks, man. That fucking sucks. And again, I knew it was gonna happen, and I should have immediately just had everybody book it and just run. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that Static made it. I'm happy that not everybody died, but even so, I should have gotten everybody else out of there, is what I should have done. And the second that I saw that timer ticking down, I should have just had everybody turn tail and get the fuck out as fast as they could. So this campaign failed. No, it's not technically failed. We're just not going to get as much of a reward when we finish. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. The 2-minute timer is doable. It's just... that's the risk you take with Iron Man. Like, the thing is, at the end of the day, sometimes your people just don't pull the trigger fast enough, and then, again, it snowballs. Like, when they get hit that first time, then they slow down, their reaction time slows down, now they're worse in combat. But you can't stop. Like, at that point, you now have to push harder because your people are going to be slower. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, on a mission like that, once something goes wrong, it compounds on itself. And it really sucks. It really sucks. So, we got Arrakis. Arrakis getting caught in the explosion. Megas was already gone. King Panzer getting caught in the explosion. EW caught in the explosion. And Ro. And I'm pretty sure, like, everybody got injured because everyone else was still close enough. Like, even the people that didn't die, with the exception of Crappy and, I forget who the other person was that I left down by the bomb. But I left 2 people down by the bomb. Yeah, BLM is lucky they got shot early because that's why I left them behind. Again, just... it never doesn't suck. Man. What is the last mission? Oh no. Well, I mean, we gotta go into a bunker, chat. This one's gonna be rough. But yeah, F's in the chat for 4 members of the team gone in a single bomb, single detonation. And that's including all the other people that are injured anyway. I mean, this is a 6-man op, so I could potentially go in with 7. We've got 7 people that are 100%. So we could absolutely go in. But God, that sucks. Losing all those people. Just... how kind of you to clear up the waiting list. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But even, like... I've said before, like, it doesn't bother me when people, like, hey, 1 in a million headshot from across the map, nothing you could have done. But, like, in that situation, 1 person was gonna die. And that sucks. Because we still had to try to defuse the bomb. But I could have gotten everybody else out. Like, if I had just gotten everybody else out, instead of 4 casualties, we only would have had 1. And that 1 casualty still sucks. But, yeah, it's... live and learn. Live and learn, Chad. Anyway. We failed secure. We ain't gonna fail smash, god damn it. Secure and extract the enemy HVT alive. Eliminate all terrorists. The time for reacting to events outside of our control is over. Our human intelligence collectors have relayed the position of the insurgent lieutenant responsible for the offensive. He's now in head-down mode, retreated in a tunnel complex hidden behind an old factory. Reach the complex and capture the HVT before he escapes. This complex will be packed with insurgents, and they're waiting for someone to drop in. Be sure to bring tools that can get through the dense walls of the complex, and be sure to move quickly to cut off his escape route to the east. Yeah, it kinda does. That just makes me sad. It really just makes me sad. I mean, as Erst would put it, this is the time for shotguns. This is, if there was ever a time for shotguns, it's this mission. Okay, who else do we have?
Here we go!
I'm okay with sending
Here
in
we go.
everybody just to make sure. I'm okay with sending in everybody just to make sure that we got what we need. Let me see. We can put on the Masca without losing any mobility, so that's what I'm gonna do. Same story here. You're gonna lose a little mobility, but that's alright. I want you to not get headshotted. Kaz is not gonna be super useful on this mission, but you know what is gonna be useful? Motherfucking hand grenades. Crappy, you've got what you need. We're gonna do this. I mean, at this point, if we kill the HVT, I ain't losing any sleep over it. I mean, I'm gonna try to capture him, but it's because of that asshole that we just lost 4 people, so... Oh yeah, no, for sure. We're bringing charges. We're definitely bringing charges. Grendler, I want you with the Clin. I'm not even gonna put a suppressor on it because I don't want that affecting your accuracy. We're good on that. Grenades. Flashbangs. Give you the intermediate armor. We're going in hard. I'm gonna try to armor up as much as I can to try to protect people. Shotgun's probably not terrible here. Going with another spaz. Give me the big helmet. Let me see. And then same thing here. We'll go Masca. A grenade launcher is not a terrible idea, but I think we give Carl the Clin as well. Need to clear walls. All right, so who do we want to give the charges to? Basically, I want to see who has the highest mobility because... Oh, shit.
Roger.
I want to see who has the highest mobility because the charges are going to take 2 mobility off of whoever I put them on. So, I want to make sure that I'm giving it to the people with the highest mobility. And then I think we'll give you some door charges just in case we need them. So Brewster's gonna carry on the door charges. We got 2 sets of satchels. I think it's as good as it's gonna get, chat. I think it's as good as it's gonna get. Tell you what. Can do that. And then, Vin, I'm gonna give you the Clin as well. I basically want shotguns and SMGs in here.
We're back for another go!
We're going shotguns and SMGs. Let's get everybody up here.
One down. Injured.
Yes, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm sending myself in to make sure this shit gets done. And if anybody's gonna fucking die, it's gonna be me.
We're all gonna die!
That's okay. If somebody's gotta die, it's gonna be me.
We's gonna blow them up!
Look out!
Because I had a feeling that was gonna happen. You easily could have not died. This is true. But I'm also angry, and it's affecting my judgment. Let me see. Is that... Okay, that is in fact a window.
Frag out.
When in doubt, frag out.
Take cover!
Got one. Waiting for orders.
Okay. And I'm gonna double frag that just because I don't want anybody sneaking up
Ready
on
to
me.
bombs, boys.
In the meantime, let's start moving up the rest of the team. I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy. I'm not gonna rage quit though. I don't rage quit. Give me a frag in this corner. Okay. No audio cues, so I think we're good. We definitely got somebody in the shitter here. I would almost be willing to bet money that we got somebody in the shitter. So let's get the team moving up. Cause this isn't even the hard part. This is the easy part. Okay, how are you on ammo? You got a full magazine. Outstanding. Kick that door. Early the 6-hour mark. Pause, take a break. Nah, cause what I'm gonna do first is I'm basically gonna finish up this operation. Then I'm probably gonna call it a day after that. But I wanted to at least finish this entire operation since we were right on the last mission. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. And I see you no carrying hydration income. Alright. On the plus side, the booba strimmer cannot die. At least, not for good. I'll always be reincarnated. I don't think... Yeah, there's not gonna be a way for us to get to this door without potentially exposing ourselves to fire, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll stack up on the door. I'm only gonna put 2 bodies on it. Do that, back it up a little bit, kick it
Here we
in.
go.
Alright. And then we'll check this. Again, clear the room. Alright, we are clear. Outstanding. Wait, the Booba Legions of the Old Republic? Something like that. Something like that. I don't... It's just a window blocker. It's just a window blocker. Like, it's not even... You don't even have to blow anything up. It's just... It's like corrugated sheet metal. Yeah, it's CVEX rolling into the chat on us Sunday. Good to see you, CVEX. Thanks for joining us.
Here
Hopefully
we
the
go.
weekend is treating you well. You could blow it up. Yeah, I could blow it up. Alright. Now, who's... Okay, Crappy, you're up first. Because you got a spaz, and I want somebody with a shotgun going around that corner. In the meantime, I'm gonna bring the rest of the team up here and get y'all over. Even though that might be asking for trouble, because if a bomb vest comes across there, we're all dead. I don't like stacking everybody up like this, but I also gotta get them where I need them to be. So let's do this. And we're gonna very, very carefully pie this corner. And we're gonna flash down the
Ready
hallway.
to bombs, boys.
Okay, we're good there. So do that. And then you guys round the corner for me. Outstanding. We could go through this wall. Who's got my charges? Alright, outstanding. Let me figure how I want to do this. No, I did hers. I even said hydration incoming, but you know what? I will drink something again. Just to make you happy, Ernst. So hydration incoming a second time. how you did? You're good. I need more to drink anyway. Need to drink some water. Calm myself down. Literally hiding a base behind a poster of Rita Hayworth. Yeah, it's like the Shawshank Redemption, only instead of him escaping to freedom, they escape to a giant terrorist bunker. Alright, Travis, I want you to move up because you got a long gun so you can hold these longer angles. We got Clin, and shotgun. Alright. So, Travis, I want you peek in this corner. Wasteland, I want you rolling up to this door. Who's got my door charges? Brewster's got my door charges. Alright, Brewster, you're moving up. We still got the shotgun here. Outstanding. Good. Fuck 'em.
Clear.
I do like that Spaz 12 shot. That Spaz 12 sound when it fires. That's it sounds better than the base game shotgun, that's for sure. Alright, let's just clear this doorway. Okay, I mean, I'm not expecting to find enemies in cells, but you never know. Alright, who else had a long gun? I think it was just Capsty. Or no, I'm sorry, it was Travis that had the long gun. Alright. So we'll continue to hold that angle. Wasteland, get up here and give me a door charge. And we are going in hot. We are going in hot.
Charge ready.
Back it up. Traffic, I want you right here. No, facing that direction. Okay, we're going this way. Let's move the rest of the team down. Let's get over here. So we already know that's clear. Basically what I need to do is I need to move Travis along this wall so that we can hold this angle and then we sweep this corner. Is the AUG a long gun or an SMG? You can shorten it to improve its handling by giving it the shorter barrel. Alright, who's got my wall charges? Ben, you got wall charges? Outstanding. Get over here. Give me a wall charge. And I want you guys lined up here so that we are ready to go through that wall as soon as that bomb is in place. And now that Travis is good to go, we're going to move up. I'm going to let Carl come around the corner on this. And I want you watching down that way just to make sure that we don't get got. And that's exactly why I was worried about. Alright. So Grendler, now you're going to move up while these guys hold that angle. Alright. Back it up. Outstanding. Long line of sight. I might need to pull Travis for that. But for right now, I think we're in good shape. Alright, thinking, chat, sorry. Because I really want to clear this so we don't get snuck up on, but all we gotta do is just hold this angle. So if we go up and around and then we just hold this angle behind us, I don't know. We got a shotgun, we got a Clin, we got an AUG. Alright, so AUG up front. Clin on the side to hold this angle, bringing the shotgun behind. So I got a feeling we're going to have some folks coming around the corner, so let me just do this. And we will put a flashbang in the hallway. Okay. I don't know if that did anything. So we'll go ahead and move up. Travis, I'm gonna have you come down here and hold this. I'm gonna try and split push here. It's probably not smart, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Getting the bombs ready.
Okay, I think we're clear on that. Just do a sweep in here to be sure. Okay.
Here we go.
Kick the door. Alright, that's clear. Outstanding. You love to fucking see it. Now, I'm gonna flash. See if we get an audio.
Watch out!
We did. So I'll have you move up. In the meantime, we'll move this pair up that hallway. And I'm just gonna have Brewster hold that angle until we move up the rest of the team. In the meantime, God, I don't know. I think we gotta pull back though. Cause I'm gonna let these guys handle this. We gotta pull back because they're gonna need more. They're gonna need more manpower down here on the south. We got a lot of rooms to clear. They have multiple armories, so many free guns. I mean, we gotta restock somehow. Ooh, that man just got SMG'd and 12 gauged at the same time. He's having a real bad day.
Watch out!
Tango down. Waiting for orders.
Yes, I'm aware you're waiting for orders. That's fine. Okay, everybody's in position. So, what I need is Travis to watch the long angle as always. Outstanding. Next up, we're going to get around the corner here. Pull everybody else up.
Clear.
I don't like it. Give me a frag.
Ready the bombs, boys.
Okay, let's see if that's going to bring anybody out. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So then we'll move up Travis. Next, I'm just gonna sprint past the door.
boss.
Dix! I want you to sprint, my dude.
Use the boss.
Please look that direction. That is not how I wanted that to go at all. Watch that door. And then give me a frag, please. Thankfully, there's no deviation
Hold
on the
to
throne
pin.
frag.
Throw the other part.
Nope, that's not what I want. I want it like right here.
We's gonna blow them up.
Box check. How copy?
Shut up. I'm not getting anybody killed just because you're
Hold on
invading.
to the pin. Throw the other part.
Yeah, okay. Hold up, hold up. And Mate roll into this chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, Mate. Thanks for joining us. Resubscribing as well for 17 months. Says, hi all, how was anniversary for me again when I had one last time? I mean, you might have had some backed up, or if you changed your subscription level, that can happen too. Also, alternately, Twitch is just garbage, and so sometimes that happens. So congratulations, you got to make an announcement twice in the same month. That would be my explanation. Throwing frags into unexplored rooms is risky. You want the HVT alive. This is correct, but as I said at the beginning, I'm gonna try to capture the HBT, but I'm not gonna try very hard. Okay, I was pretty sure it was clear, but I just wanted to double check. No, no, no. No. Give me Travis, damn it. Thank you. No, thank you. Again, pretty sure this is clear. Oh, well, maybe not. They did open the door, though. Alright, so all this is clear. All this is clear. This room may not be, so we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to be very careful. Ven, go ahead and give me a reload. Brewster, I think, will be okay. At least for now. God, I love the spaz.
Use the boss.
Okay, so we're gonna just... Oh, damn it. No, hold on. Let's do this. And I want you to hold what you got for right now. Okay, there's nobody in there, so now we can just kind of like take this angle here, hold that door, and we can move up the rest of the team. We're getting there. We're getting there, chat. Slowly but surely. Go. There you go. You just know compounds like this are going to have weird old guns, Martini Henry next to an FG-42, and there's zero explanation how they got the ladder. I mean, the explanation is they bought their guns from wherever they could get them, and a lot of times it's, you know, some 60-year-old dude who just needs money for cigarettes, and he's selling this, you know, antique, this vintage firearm at the local flea market, and you're just like, hey, you know what? We need guns for the cause. And so they just end up buying these ancient guns and then trying to make them work. Doing hand loads for 7.92 and all this other nonsense, because that's all they got their hands on. Yeah, Khyber Pass kind of shit. Yeah? Ed Troubleshooter gifting us sub the Ladder Stalls HD. Ladder Stalls, welcome back into the stream. Feel like it's been a hot minute since the last time we saw you, but welcome back in. And of course, Troubleshooter, thank you for the gift and sub, the massive generosity, and the massive chicken. You do not have to do that, but I appreciate it all the same. Okay, remove everybody up. We're good there. I kind of want to go through the wall. Do either of you have wall charges? Ven, you've got wall charges. Outstanding. Guess what time it is? Wait, what? Hold up. I can't use the wall charge here. What kind of bullshit is this? Alright, let me see. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up Carl because he's got an SMG, which means he'll be able to ready his weapon a lot faster. And then we just kick that door in, drag it out,
the bombs ready.
and then we clear it just to be safe. Alright, good. We are clear. Outstanding. But for whatever reason, it's not letting me blow up the wall to get through here. Not gonna lie, if I could find a genuine FG-42 at a flea market, that might just be the day I die, happy man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I found one at a flea market, you know they're only gonna be charging like 50 bucks for it. I would buy the shit out of that. Wouldn't even think twice about it. Had a discussion with my buddies today. They said Slave Leia is sexy. I said Leia's Hoth outfit makes her hotter. But because it does not show everything, it fits her personality better. What do you think? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of have a thing for, like, I don't know what you call it, but, like, I like a sexy outfit, right? Like, I like a, you know, girls in bikinis and stuff like that. But there's also something about, like, the big, puffy coat and stuff where it's like, you can't see anything. or like their figure is more obscured, but at the same time it's like you got that mystery, you got the like, oh well, now you know, you use your imagination, that kind of stuff. So like I'm just, is it just me? Is it just me? I feel like that's a thing. Anyway, I was gonna try to go through the wall, but clearly the game has decided that that is not possible. For whatever stupid reason. So we're gonna have to do this the hard way. I was gonna try to, like, you know, do things a little, what's the word? Non-traditionally, and the game said, fuck that. Wait, what the? Okay, I was about to say. Alright, let's get my mans over the wall here, get him on an angle. Whoops, hit the wrong button. And then I want you watching this direction, and then we're gonna cross. Okay, we're taking shots. Oh, no. I thought that was an RPG for a second. I was about to shit a brick because if that dude let that rocket off the chain and it went straight up this hallway, both of my mans were dead. So I just about shit a fucking brick right there. Alright, let's get the rest of the team up here. Okay, we gotta keep Travis facing in that direction, but I'm gonna have to move up a little bit here so that we can try to get into this room.
Clear.
Okay, I'm looking clear. Outstanding. My man's is going ham over here. Travis is like he's on some vendetta shit. Considering how many of our people just died on the last mission, I can understand why he might be angry. Because I too am in fact angry.
Got him. Target located.
Oh, you better fucking not. Shit, we gotta move. Chat, we gotta move. I hate to do it, but we gotta move. The HVT is making a break for it.
Use the boss.
Wait here.
He's fucking making a break for it. And I'm all out of grenades.
Roger.
Shit.
Loading.
The boss? Who is getting shot up?
Bag it up.
Here
Bag
we
it up.
go.
Don't you fucking move, you asshole. Don't you fucking move.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part.
Okay, we still gotta clear this room, though.
Here we go.
Never did finish clearing this room. Alright, Carl, give me a fret or a flash
Hold on to
here.
the pin. Throw the other part.
Waiting for
Okay, we're
orders.
good. We're good. Yes, I know you're waiting for orders. Give me a second. Jesus. HVT is high value target? Correct. It is. He is the guy we are here to collect. And I have already decided, because 4 of my people just exploded because of a bomb that this asshole planted. I'm gonna take him alive if possible. And if he were suddenly to catch a round or 30 in the back as he tries to flee the scene, then that would be a tragedy, but it's a tragedy that I'm willing to take the ass chewing for. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Hold on. Travis, I want you on this. because I want you watching that window. That's more like it.
No tangos.
Okay. Sorry, these are very narrow corridors, and I am having a hard time keeping my brain on target here. Motherfucker. See this? Motherfucker's trying to run again. Cuff this asshole up, please, before he does something stupid and gets somebody killed. What's a war crime? A war crime is what happens when you get caught shooting an enemy leader in the back because you lost 4 guys and you're a little salty about it. That's the according to Hoyle definition of a war crime. I have no idea. Like, I was gonna say, there had to be a guy somewhere, otherwise the mission would be over. Alright, Arpia, thanks for hanging out with us, as always. Do appreciate you being here. And hopefully you have some good sleep, good rest, and we'll catch you on the next one. 1 KIA, but I was the KIA. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it.
Operation complete.
And there we go. That's operation complete. Unfortunately, it was not a good operation. It's a little bit rough. So as a result, we didn't get that many battle honors. We didn't get that many stars. We lost 6 units, Chad. 6 units. We lost the 4 because of the bomb. We lost Megas because of a stupid grenade. And we lost me because I wasn't paying attention and I did some dumb stuff and got myself killed. I don't care about that though. That part doesn't bother me. It's the other 5 guys that bit the dust that I'm unhappy about. But as I explained before, like I told you guys at the very beginning when we first started, and even before we started this game, it is permadeath, Mate. It is permadeath. Or it doesn't have to be, but I'm playing permadeath. I'm playing Iron Man, which makes the deaths permanent. But yeah, it's like I said before, this game is exceptionally lethal. Exceptionally lethal. And all it takes is 1 bad corner, 1 missed window, and people can die. And again, that's how it is in real combat too. That's why you gotta always check your angles. The only thing is, in this game, human beings apparently in this universe don't have like peripheral vision or awareness of any kind. So you kind of have to think for them. Not you killing your character again. Oh yes, again, with gusto. And in much the same way. In an extremely avoidable scenario where I was already salty and did a dumb thing and got myself killed. So, almost exactly the same situation. But we got some battle honors. I think what we'll do... Reinforcements have arrived. Hey look! We found another booba streamer. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to keep track. Alright, so we got some folks to rename. Let me pull up the Discord real quick so I can grab the list of names. Alright, so I'm gonna rename the folks. What level am I? That's a good question. Let's see. You are currently at Subgifter, which is level 7 of 10. Let's see. Who else is in that neighborhood? Yeah, it looks like 7 is about as high as the levels go at the moment. Again, I kind of reworked the experience curve, so what would normally happen is the leveling curve was very... It was very flat in the vanilla game, where the leveling is relatively even. But I have adjusted the leveling curve for the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions so that you get your first few levels very quickly, and then it starts to trickle off, and getting to those higher levels becomes more difficult, so that we can get you guys your first, 2 or 3 levels very easily and get your stat increases, but then you have to survive longer in order to, get beyond that. Anyway, so let's see. At the top of the list, is Sierra, a name I'm sure everybody's familiar with by now. And I already have a portrait. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You will understand the reference. Let's see, who's next on the list? Next up on the list is Ven, but you're not going to be in a second time. You're not even dead yet. Next up on the list after that is Nowheraki, who's already been in the game, and also I don't think is dead yet. Right? Nowheraki, yeah, Nowhari's still alive, so he's not dead yet either. Let's see, next up is Shinigami. Alright. So we'll go ahead and put you in here. And I'm just gonna call you Shinigami. I don't think we ever gave you a custom portrait yet, and don't worry, we'll get you added to the Discord channel so that you can put your portrait and stuff in there. Let's see, who's next on the list? Next up we got Mythion. Which I haven't seen Mythion today, but that's okay. That's okay. I never know which direction to go for this. Let's see. EW was another one that bit the dust. Here we go. Here's another name you probably recognize. Wait, did I see that right? Yeah, okay. Stop messing with me, game. We got Dark Naze finally getting into the game. It feels like forever ago that they put their name in the hat, but there we go. Dark Naze is in as well. Let's see, who else? We got Ro also bit the dust. Cvex is already in, so we're not going to put in Cvex again. But we got Kirk Haslin. Did I spell that right? I don't know if I spelled that right. Yes, I spelled that right. So Kirk Haslin is the next up on the list, and I think, is that everybody? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then obviously Boobastrummer, but Boobastrummer is Boobastrummer, so don't have to worry about anything on that one. There we go. So that's 5 more names to add to the wall today. Kirk's not in the Discord unless he's got a different name. And yeah, and that's the thing. Like, for example, King Panzer, I don't think is in the Discord either. I kind of just threw something together for them that sprang to mind. And again, for those of you that are in the game, if you're out there in the chat, or if you're watching this VOD later down the line, definitely join up on the Discord. And if you use a different name here in the chat than you do on Discord, use the customize feature for the Tenori Tigers Discord to make sure that you change your name to what it is on stream so that we know it's you. Because I know some people have very different names from what they have on Twitch. Discord? Yep. We have a Discord. Hold on. There we go. Somebody else got it. Don't. Look here, Fluffy. You better get out of here with that shit. Alright, Troubleshooter. Good to see you again. Thanks for all the gifted subs, as always. And we will catch you on the next one. Have a good weekend. Get yourself some rest. Bye. But yeah, if you're on the Discord and you have a different name, you can actually customize the name that you go by per channel, per board. So make sure that you change your name to whatever it is on Twitch so that I can recognize you and we can get you added to the board. Otherwise, you'll either get the blank face or you'll get whatever I come up with off the top of my head. And my mind goes weird places sometimes, so what you get is what you get if you don't come up with something on your own. I will also say, and I'm not trying to be controversial here, I hate Gen AI. I hate it with a passion. So, if you give me something that is Gen AI art, I'm going to do something else. So just FYI. Erst BLM's L85. That's true. He did ask for that. Bam. And we've also got the optics, although the names aren't working for whatever reason. So, I mean, I feel like we have to do the SUSAT because it's kind of the thing, but we could do the ACOG combo site. It's the meta. He had asked for the Deagle. Wasn't Python? Oh, no, you're right. He asked for the Python, but we didn't have it at the time, so we gave him the Deagle instead. I remember now. Alright, well, there we go. That's actually 3 operations now under our belt. We did the tour of duty for the small thing. We did the tour of duty for Northern Belt, both of those on Iron Man. And then we finished up Subjugator on Iron Man. So we're getting some ribbons, and actually we've got some doctrine points as well. So let's see. So these are our last 4 points, chat. Doing the MS Paint thing because it's funny. Maybe. What if you made the AI art yourself? Fluffy, that's an oxymoron. You cannot make AI art yourself. You can plug in a prompt into an AI algorithm, and it can spit out an approximation of art, air quotes art, but you did not create that art. And if you think that you did, then that is something upon which we will just have to fundamentally disagree. As someone who has been involved in the creative process of both writing and 3D modeling, I do not like that AI is being used to essentially make some half-assed facsimile of things that I spent years of my life learning how to do. And I would imagine that most traditional artists look at it exactly the same way. And unfortunately, I think art as a whole will be diminished as people become more accustomed to AI art and willing to accept it because it's good enough. Oh, well, AI art is free, in theory. But I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. That's the whole thing. And I could wax lyrical about generative AI in all walks of life for a very long time, which I'm not gonna do, because you guys probably don't want to hear it. And I don't want to go down that road. So, anyway, chat, we got 4 points. And we can spend those 4 points however we like. So, before we close out the stream, we've got improved suppression for our gunners. We've got improved melee just in general. We can improve reload time, although I haven't really had too much of a problem with reload time. Or we can start going down the pistol tree. What if my art is so shitty you think it's AI? I don't really know what to say to that. I mean, AI is shitty for different reasons. Like, if you draw a stick figure, I can usually tell that it was drawn by a human hand, as opposed to, you know, squirted out by an AI cloaca. Being bad has its own... It is its own endearment, in my opinion. But we could start focusing on handguns. The problem is we're not going to be able to go too deep down the handgun tree because, again, we're at max level. Level 16 is the max level for this unit. So the 4 points that we have to spend are the 4 points that we're going to get. There will be no more points after this. So we could work on short range and mid range drills for handguns. We could do the reload practice, the suppress shooting, the transition. Troopers practice drawing their handguns from holsters and drill the transition to them while running their primary dry at close range. Yeah, exactly, Sierra. And that's the thing, is I think that the MS Paint stuff is funny specifically because it's shat. It's extremely low effort. And I mean, I would argue that a lot of the portraits that I've done for this mod pack are also low effort. It's mostly just me grabbing a picture or a photo or a still from a video and pasting it in there. Like, it's very low effort, but I still did it myself. I did some sharpening, I did some line work on a lot of these. Like, I'm still working on it myself, but I'm not gonna sit there and take credit for the art. Because I didn't draw the picture of Guile. I didn't draw the elf. I'm not Bob Ross. Like, you know, it's one of those things. How often do we use handguns? Very little, very little. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could also go with, like, the advanced language skills, take that. We don't really use suppression either. But we could start doing goofy shit with handguns if we put points into it. We could do the extra conditioning, improve movement speed and maneuvering with heavy weapons. That might make heavy weapons more useful. Give us a few more options with heavy weapons. Or at least make it so that LMGs don't make a trooper completely useless on the move. So I think that's a good pick. The elites, these two elite skills, I'm not, like, personally, I don't care about, because this is just plant explosives faster, which I don't really care about. And then, you know, potentially do more damage in melee, which, again, I don't really care about. Let's see. So, I mean, maybe we do improved suppression? Rifle reload? Yeah, I mean, we could do rifle reload. And then we got one more point to spend, so we could either do suppression on MGs or we could do close range drills. Because generally speaking, if somebody, like, so what's going to happen is in a situation where somebody runs dry, they'll pull out their gun, right? They'll pull out their sidearm if they have one. This could help because the chances of that happening, it's usually going to be in close range. Because we have this. Troopers practice drawing their handguns from holsters and drill the transition to them when running their primary drive. So this basically sets it up so that our people, when they run out of ammo on their primary, rather than immediately stopping in the middle of a firefight to reload, they'll pull out their sidearm and try to defend themselves. So this might be a good passive ability. Just on the off chance that I'm not paying attention. I mean, I usually try to get my people reloaded when I notice that they're running low on ammo, but this could be good as a backup so that our people don't get shot. And there we go. That is a fully leveled up Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions chat. And again, we got some new faces. Hopefully we'll get some portraits in here to fill those out. Let's head back to the office. And I will close out door kickers. But yeah, there we go. That was some more door kickers too. Again, I know you guys are here for the bloodbath. But I've said before, I feel bad when you guys just get snuffed out like that. Just because, like, you know, you put your name in the hat, and that's, like, it's an investment of time that you've spent in the stream. So I always feel bad when you guys just, like, get unceremoniously blown up. I mean, it was definitely, like, it was an intense moment, but, like, when it's just because of me doing a dumb thing, that's when I feel bad. Like, if you didn't go down in combat or something, it's like, hey, you know what? At least you went down fighting. But then it's like, oh, yeah, Megas died because I was an idiot and threw a grenade. Or, hey, fucking 4 people died because I was a dumbass and didn't run them away from a giant bomb before it blew up, even though I knew they weren't going to make it in time. So it's like, Those are the ones where I feel bad. Because, like, it wasn't you going out in a blaze of glory. It was me just being a dumbass. But, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's part of being in the cult, is you have to just deal with me being a dumbass sometimes. Because that's a thing that happens. No, I'm sorry. That's not a thing that happens. That's just a thing. Like, I guess it's the natural state of affairs, is that I am a dumbass. 7 dead from high explosive. Let me think. No, okay. 6 dead from high explosive. Jotun has the distinction, the ignominious fate of being the only person so far to die to bullets. Every other person that has died so far in this campaign has died from explosives. Which, again, kind of fitting in my opinion. I mean, if there was any way... I mean, he died because of an explosion, Erst. Like, Megas died because of an explosion. Yeah, we lost 4 to a bomb, 1 to a grenade, and 2 from a bomb vest. And okay, I'm not counting myself, because, as I said, I'm invincible. I have plot armor, also known as Debuba. Virgin, that's a terrible pun, and you should feel terrible for saying it. I mean, Oxford, I know you want more blood, but you also don't have any skin in the game at the moment, so it's easy for you to say. Easy for you to say. So I want to thank you guys for coming to hang out with me on a Sunday. The world is a roller coaster of challenges, and we don't all have a lot of time on this planet. So I appreciate you coming to hang out with me and hang out with this community, because there's a million places you could have been, a million things you could have been doing, but you chose to spend that time with us, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Whether you were here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, every single one of those minutes is precious, and I appreciate it. For those that chose to go the extra mile, to sub, to gift sub, to resub, to gift the Bezos bucks, again, it's not an expectation. It's not a requirement. You do not have to do that to be a part of this community. But if you went the extra mile, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I do not deserve that kind of support, and I always tell you not to do it, but I can't stop you, so all I can do is thank you. And here at the end, I want to remind you, like I always do, that your life has value, and that the world is a better place with you in it. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. And I'll see you next time.